Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we're in our feels over this episode.
Okay. We were going to start talking before we hit record, and I said, no, we're going to save it. I don't know why we had to have this Kim at the boat situation. I don't know why we had to have Amber's line dancing adventure situation.
Well, I got a lot of thoughts on this.
I just needed Moriah and Olivia to talk for hours.
I texted Amanda last night. I'm like, this is the best reality show on right now.
It is so good.
I'm so riveted by it. And I think it goes back to what you and I were talking about earlier, is that we just have known these people for 6 years.
Mm-hmm. We're invested.
And
we know
that's
all the
what we get
backstory.
that's what we get with the Browns. That's why I was we talked about it on HEA because we said we've known these people. We know what makes them tick. We understand the dynamics. Olivia and Moriah can sit there and have a simple conversation, but we know all
Everything
the history that has come with it. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so good.
Speaking of things that are not as good, though, I am enjoying the HEA finale. I am enjoying this.
Okay, I didn't watch last night.
Whole different thing. Mm-hmm. I will say this: as bad as we always thought Angela was, she's worse. So much worse. It's so much worse.
I mean,
all she does is scream at him.
Yeah, he escaped. So I feel better knowing he's gone.
Thank God.
She's a monster. She's a monster.
Mm-hmm. I hate her so much.
She's an insecure, small, tiny little person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a monster and I hate her. Mm-hmm. And so is Ed.
Ed is terrible too. Mm-hmm. And if I have to hear the phrase taco pasta one more time.
Oh, he's on TikTok being all cute, making his TikTok pasta. Fuck off with your TikTok pasta. How about
TikTok
that?
Pasta. It's taco pasta.
He's on TikTok though, making the taco pasta. See, now wait a minute. Branding opportunity. He should call it TikTok taco pasta.
It's really just glorified hamburger helper with like taco seasoning, I believe.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Whatever.
He's an idiot.
And I, no shame, I enjoy a good hamburger helper.
So do I.
But I only want the beef pasta. I want the traditional.
I kind of make my own now,
shit out of that.
Mm. I used to make the hamburger helper version.
Okay.
Now I make my own.
What do you do?
I have a really good homemade macaroni and cheese recipe.
Oh, okay. And you just throw some ground beef in there. Okay.
It's real good.
Okay. Well, see, because there's the cheesy hamburger helper. Yeah. I have no interest in that. I want the regular.
Okay.
So, but I can see if you have a good mac and cheese, then that just becomes the cheesy hamburger.
Amanda, there is anything cheese. I'm here for. I know. Last night we went out to a restaurant of a friend of ours, and I had the most delicious Cubano that I've had in a very long time.
I enjoy that.
And I realized that what's missing is a good thick cheese on it. And Timmy's like, no, that's not what you do. That's not how it works.
I'm with Timmy on this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, it's not good.
Yeah. What are you up to over there?
What am I up to? Living the dream. Did a whole lot of nothing this weekend, which was nice. Kind of well needed. It was real stormy this weekend, so it was kind of laid low.
How about this weather pattern? And now we're bracing for Miss Debbie.
I know Miss Debbie's coming up the East Coast.
Yes, she is.
Is she going to have a feather fan?
Coast with Ruben. Actually, it is hitting Ruben.
It is hitting Ruben the Cuban. I wonder what the real story was with that dude. Because there was a story.
Well, we kind of know that she just plucked him out of obscurity and was like, dude, let's pretend we're together.
I need you to pretend to be my boyfriend for a weekend. But then there was like fighting between the two of them. And I don't know. I still found him charming in a weird way. Too.
I liked Ruben the Cuban.
Better than Julian.
Yeah, Julian. All right. Are we ready to talk plots? Because we have a lot to talk about. I mean, this is going to be
chit chat for hours, but let's
full episode here. Okay. This is going to be buckle in, guys. Buckle in.
Buckle in. Welcome to Plathville, season 6, episode 4. You're like a stranger to me now. They're actually putting they're sending us the titles in the email.
Yeah.
Plathville.
It's very nice.
It's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda. Brenda, you're making our lives a little easier over here. I'm going to save everything that happened in Minnesota to the end.
Yeah. Smart move.
Okay. We're just going to get over the stupid boat and line dancing. So let's talk about this boat.
You hate this line dancing. Is it because Ken's there? Hey, Emperor. Hey, Emperor. What do you want me to do here?
It's just because I don't care. I just wanted an entire episode of Brian and Olivia talking.
I know. I wish Ethan and Olivia could talk like this.
I do too, and they can't.
But he's not capable of it.
Moriah was barely capable of it.
Yeah, I agree.
And Ethan is not at all. So we're starting in St. Mark's, Florida at Scruffy the Tugboat. And Mike is going to help Kim. And we hear him talking about his girlfriend, who apparently is still in witness protection. We're going to pretend like we don't know who she is.
Yep.
As Ace and Caitlin call her, she's Summer Foster, or whatever her actual name is.
I was calling her Natalie.
Natalie, yes, because we thought she was Natalie
Veronica Peters.
Veronica Peters, yes, which sounds like a name of like an ingenue in a Dick Tracy movie.
It sounds like somebody who George Glass would date.
It does sound like somebody that George Glass would date, or an ingenue in a Dick Tracy movie. Like, you know, it's whatever.
So I think we should only address her by her full name just to piss off every time.
Veronica Peters. This woman could kill us, I think. She's very tall.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. So Kim says that Micah has been to the boat before, but he really wants to get his hands on her engines. Like the way weird.
In and around the context of your mother? No,
it's weird. Don't like it.
No.
And Kim says the last 2 years have been hard and scary, but it means so much that Mike is here to help her, and it makes her feel amazing.
Okay.
Honestly, all these kids have to pay her is a modicum of attention, and she's like,
I know,
eating it up.
I know.
We discovered Kim didn't even know she had a generator on this boat.
I mean, Kim in this boat, I felt seen.
Kim doesn't know a fucking thing about this boat.
That would be me. Put me on a boat, no fucking clue.
But here's the thing: if you bought a boat, you would learn about it.
Yeah, but I was thinking about this because, as you guys know, my father-in-law passed away last year, and so Timmy's mom is on her own now.
Correct.
And she is so lucky that she has Timmy and his brother who are so mechanically inclined that they literally can fix anything that happens to her house. And I was thinking, and I'm not making it a boy-girl thing, that those are just the two people who happen to be mechanically inclined in that family. And I'm thinking, God, my kids could not help me if something happened to my car, to my house. I'd be, but like, I'm thinking Mama Plath is so lucky, ironically,
to have these kids who can do
these kids have managed to foster this certain intelligence within themselves to be able to help her with this fucking situation. She doesn't deserve it.
Does she own this boat? Or is this someone else's boat?
I don't think she owns the boat.
I don't think she does either. But then I'm like, why are we taking the boat apart?
Is it Mumble Mouth's boat?
It could be. I don't like him. Okay. So Micah starts asking her a bunch of questions to which Kim has no answers, including if she has a key for the boat.
Again.
Oh, God.
This is probably the least offensive thing Kim has done.
I know. It's just making her look dumb.
Yeah.
She doesn't know the difference between port and starboard, which we saw last time. She doesn't know if the batteries are dead. And she says she has no intention of learning anything and is just happy to leave it to Micah. Here's the problem. Micah doesn't live there.
Boy, if that's not a metaphor for the entire way she parents, right?
Exactly. I'm not doing anything. It's
I'm
all
not
up to
raising
the
these little ones. I'm leaving this to Lydia and Moriah.
They got it. It's fine. It's fine. Kim asks about the girlfriend, because again, we don't say Veronica Peters. The girlfriend in witness protection. Again, have we ever met anybody in witness protection? This is like renting so much space in my brain
you're really
these days.
into this.
I don't know why.
Yeah, guys, if any of you are in witness protection, please
tell me.
Shoot Amanda a DM. She won't tell anybody.
I won't. I promise. I'll keep it between me and my soul, and I'll just be able to say I do know someone in witness protection.
Yes.
So, okay. Let's talk about Micah and this girlfriend situation. I think we might have a hostage situation at play here.
I don't think Micah's happy.
I don't think he's happy at all. I don't think he feels comfortable with this woman.
No, I don't either.
No. Okay, good. It's not just me. So he says, we're doing great. like through clenched teeth. Like, it's
Yeah, I think
wonderful.
he realizes he made a mistake. Do I have empathy for him? Nope.
No, because he's a dickbag. He says living with someone is very close to marriage, and this is a lot for him.
Mm-hmm.
The little girls told Kim that Micah didn't get the girlfriend anything for Christmas or her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Micah. Good job. And Kim is wondering if this year he'd, step it up a bit. Okay, don't try to be
Oh,
a cute mother
Kim
here
wants him to land this chick more than anything because
because
she's
she
got
got
money.
money. Yep. And one less kid Kim has to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Micah says he didn't know what to get her because she has everything.
Mm.
Okay, then get her tickets to go to a play. Then
Get her an experience. She
Get her
doesn't have
experience.
everybody experience, and she hasn't had every experience.
No, and that's kind of like where we are in life right now is we don't really get very many tangible gifts. We do experiences because we don't need more shit, but we want to do things together. Kim says she likes the girlfriend. She's nice and beautiful, and Kim thinks she must be special for Micah to commit to her at 22, and no one thought he would settle down like this. Well, Kim, you should try to read your child because he looks terrified.
Yeah.
It's just not good. I don't
No.
feel like things are good in Boca Raton.
At Veronica Peters' house.
With George Glass. Micah says it's tough at times, and Kim asks how, and he says he really misses California. And didn't feel like he truly left because he had spent so much time trying to create a career there. What?
Okay.
What career?
Can I rage now?
Go for it. Go ahead.
I am so enraged by these assholes, and here's why. This is hitting, I know this is personal for me.
Okay.
This is hitting on a lot of things. We'll talk about that later.
It's fine.
Every good experience these motherfuckers have had in their life has been because of Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Micah would have found his way to California and have a semblance of a modeling career? No. Or that Moriah, every fucking time somebody downloads Circus, every sucker sitting at their computer who hits Circus, you think Circus would even fucking exist if Olivia didn't teach her how to get out of your house, how to record something,
correct,
how to go to a studio, correct, how to work a computer, how to do everything. These kids, for lack of a better term, would have none of this without Olivia.
Agreed.
And the fact that he's just like, oh, I miss California. Yeah, you miss your life when Olivia was helping you.
Yes.
And fuck off.
Okay. You feel better now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I do. Do you agree?
Oh, completely.
Like they would have had none of these experiences.
They never would have left the farm.
Imagine what Mariah's life would have looked like without Olivia there to catch her. And I'm trying to save this, but I'm just going to say it. Moriah is taking all of her anger out on Olivia that she has for Kim.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Mm-hmm. She is upset that Olivia abandoned her because she knows in her heart of hearts Olivia loved her more than
her mother did. Yep. And supported her and did more for her.
Yes.
I was going to say Moriah would still be in the house if not for Olivia, but no, she would have gotten kicked out.
She
would have had nowhere to go. Out. She would have been couch surfing for the rest of her life.
She would have gotten kicked out and it would have gone real bad. She probably would have hooked up with a guy that was not good for her, that would have taken advantage of her. She would have, and she just it would not have gone well.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Nope. Olivia took Micah, Ethan, and Moriah under her wing.
She did. She really raised them.
Yeah. I'm really angry.
Yeah, I can see that. And I can't wait to continue this. So Micah says he's recently decided to close the door in California and focus his mindset on building a life in Florida, which, I mean, it sounds like he's going to death row. He's like,
that's how I would feel if I had to leave California and go to Florida.
I know. He's going to embrace the relationship he's in. Like, this kid sounds miserable.
Dude, no, get out of it.
So they talk about Ethan coming to visit. Kim knows they still have a work to do and it will just be on his timing. Okay.
When she said that also pissed me off. When she was like, I have to let it be on his time. So he has to do all the work.
Yep.
Is what she's saying.
Yep.
Because what does she think? He's going to call her up and say, okay, I'm ready. And then she's going to jump in and do all the work? No. She wants him to do all the work.
Exactly. And just show up and say, Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. We're fine.
Yep.
Ethan says Micah says seeing what Ethan has gone through is making him question marriage. Okay. Kim says, be sure you pick the right one and talk about talks about if you love someone and want to put the effort in, you're in the right relationship. Don't take relationship advice from this bitch.
This conversation was interesting because I, as you know, come from a family where every single person, even my grandparents, were divorced.
Right.
And so I understand how you can see the world that way. That really fucks you up.
Yep.
However, what Kim needed to say here was, your father and I were married for 25 years. That is not a failure.
Mm-mm.
We had a 25-year marriage. We raised a family together. We did not fail.
When it worked great.
Right. If you have a marriage that you get 25 years out of, that is a success. Like, we just grew apart because we got married so young.
Right.
And that happens.
I hate this idea that unless a marriage ends because somebody died, it's a failed marriage.
Right. Like, if Timmy and I broke up tomorrow, I would still consider our marriage a success.
Yeah.
We had a successful 20-year run.
Exactly. You made two beautiful people. Like,
right. Like this, you're right. This idea that one,
that the only way you win marriage is if you are there till you die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
But that's just how we like.
And that's what Kim should have said to him to reassure him. But
yeah, but no, she doesn't have that in her. Kim says if he isn't sure, he shouldn't get married. Okay. Thank you. She also says she's taking it slow and waiting with Ken and just taking it one step at a time.
You are not. You are shoving Ken down this family's throats like there's no tomorrow. This Johnny Cash.
No.
Sorry. I don't know what happened.
No.
Amy,
come here. Bad girl. Smack your nose. Do not liken Johnny Cash to Ken.
No.
Who isn't as good as Ken.
Oh, no. I mean, we don't know much about Ken, but
Kim thinks that Micah now understands that it takes work to make a relationship last. Okay. And that she and Barry didn't do what it took to make the marriage work. Okay. Micah says he'll be back to help her get the boat working again. Okay, we're done with the stupid boat.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to say about the boat? Any raging?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Let's move on to Crawfordville, Florida for the line dancing.
Sorry, guys, I hate him. I just do.
I can't.
Again, I feel the need to warn everyone. He's a racist, straight up racist.
Yes, this is not in question at all.
No.
Just steer clear of his social media. It will hurt your heart.
I think he took it all down because he's a coward.
He did too. Yeah. So we're here to see Amber teach line dancing?
Yeah.
To like 3 people?
Yeah.
In a field?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to make sure all of those things.
This could have been 3 minutes we gave to the Moriah Olivia chat.
This was time. We could have had more time with Moriah and Olivia. Kim says that she's loosened up a bit with the younger kids. They have their ears pierced now. She lets Mercy pick her own clothes.
And why? Why, Amanda, has she loosened up?
Because, she saw what the older kids went through and they rebelled and it worked out okay.
Yeah, why did it work out okay, Amanda?
Because they came back.
Because they had Olivia.
Yeah. Well,
to catch them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, Kim thinks it worked out okay because they all came back to the fold.
Right. Yeah. That's her measure of success. My kids did a springer. They came back. Everybody's fine. She forgets the 17 steps in between where Olivia was coaching these kids through life and giving them a safe place to land and to stay.
She forgets the part where she kicked her 17-year-old child out because she wanted to wear shorts.
Yeah. And your kid coming back home with their tail between their legs, not a measure of success.
No.
Do all kids have to do it at some point? Sure, a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Have I done it before? Sure.
Yeah.
But that's not a measure of success, you asshole.
No, that's okay, we're going to take a step back. We're going to reevaluate. We're going to push forward. But it's not good.
No.
It's not good the way these kids are returning home.
It's terrifying to me, the fact that she thinks that that she launched those 3 successfully.
I know, she does.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Ethan's literally singing songs about driving off a cliff. Moriah is putting out the worst music I've ever heard. Micah is being held prisoner. Yeah, you're doing great, Kim. Keep going.
For Micah, being held prisoner by Veronica Peters is better than going back to live with you, Kim.
Yes.
This is where we are right now. The producer asks Kim if she sees Moriah and Mercy because of her dressing. And she's like, I don't necessarily want to draw that comparison.
Fuck right off. God.
I
like Mercy. Justice for Mercy.
Justice for fucking Moriah.
Yeah,
like,
fuck that
the
noise.
way she said that was like, ooh, not like that whore.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. There's so much slut shaming around Moriah.
She doesn't like her children, Amy.
She's an asshole.
Okay.
She doesn't like herself.
No, she doesn't like herself. She really doesn't like her children.
No.
Now that Kim isn't with Barry, it isn't that she doesn't care about these things, but
whenever
she cares
you say
less.
Kim, it must be said as Kim.
Kim.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll take that note.
You know on TikTok where they're the filters?
Yes.
It's like we're putting a Gypsy Rose filter
on everything.
Kim.
Kim and Ken,
yes,
always? Okay.
Yes.
So now that Kim isn't with Barry, it isn't that she doesn't care. She cares less. So basically, Kim, what Kim is saying, I can't keep doing that, is that the only reason she was a strict asshole of a parent was because of Barry.
Okay.
Now that Barry's gone, it's fine.
I don't disbelieve her there.
I don't disbelieve her there either, but she went along with all this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I don't think Barry is innocent in this.
No.
And I hate that he's getting a pass in so many ways. But you're right. She was just as complicit and just as gross, even if she claims this was all Barry. But I don't see that. But let us not be lulled into a false sense of normalcy around Barry either.
No, he's a garbage person too.
He's a garbage human.
She says seeing the older kids rebelling has made her less worried about the long-term outcome and instead focus on the moment. Okay, so we don't want to plan or see any of the damage we've done to our children playing out. We're just one day at a time.
Yeah. And you must accept my new boyfriend, Darth Vader.
So let's talk about that now. Amber says at first when Kim met Ken.
I'm sorry, you don't have to do it. I'm taking the filter off.
Thank you. She didn't hate him, but she didn't like him. Yeah, but now he's awesome.
Good instincts, Amber.
Good, Amber. Amber, you should have gone with that first path. Don't come back to he is awesome, because he's not.
No.
Ugh. Kim weirdly says that the kids still see Barry and I as their parents. What?
Because you are.
Because you are.
Because you are. God,
what
she just wants. Stop trying to make Ken happen, girl. This is not happening.
The kids still see Barry and I as their parents.
This is a love after lockup situation.
This is so fucking weird.
When we always see the woman who brings
home the husband
and the kid has to call the person dad because they're trying to get a do-over. No, there's no do-over here. They were under Barry's rule.
Right.
For like 20 years. You can't pretend that didn't exist.
No, you can't. This is like that woman, oh God, what was her name? With the baby named Sway. We were calling her Native American Nickel.
Oh, Joy Nomi.
Joy Nomi and
Red.
Whoa. Red, yes. Wow. Nicely done. I can remember that the baby's name was Sway.
Yeah, she wanted a do-over. She wanted to pretend that Sway was Red's. He was not.
No, he was not.
No,
he was not.
If Barry had been like an absent father forever, maybe I get that.
Right.
But no, he is their parent.
They're your parents. Just because you two aren't married anymore does not change the parenting. This isn't like when I was 3 and I thought my parents getting divorced meant that my father was my ex-daddy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like at 3, I was like, I know I'm attached to her because I know I came out of her. Like it was weird. Yeah. Which is why they didn't tell me they got divorced for a long time. Yeah. I was little. I was 3, 4. Yeah. Like, what did I know? So I'm like, okay. So Ken says that he and Amber have a good rapport. She comes to him for advice and opinions. Amber, don't do that.
No.
Step away, Amber.
Amber, get away.
Yeah. And it would be hard dating someone who didn't get along well with the kids. These kids don't feel like they have a choice.
They don't feel like they have a choice. You're shoving Ken down everybody's throats. We saw it with Ethan last episode. No.
You hadn't seen your kid in 2 years and your first suggestion is, let's go hang out at Ken's. No.
I mean, Kim, you're so terrible that your children prefer to live with a murderer.
With the Mr. Chick Killer. I was giggling about the Mr. Chick Killer the other day in Costco.
We'll get to him.
We had none of him this week.
Oh, we get him in the next time on.
I know.
Right?
But none of him this week, which is kind of nice.
No, he was off on a murder spree.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Ken thinks that line dancing's too hard and he quits. Amber says Kim is really good at line dancing. Amber says during the early part of the split, she was mad at Kim. Go with that, Amber.
Yes.
But now they have a really good relationship and it's gotten really strong over the last year. Kim talks about Amber growing up and she has this poise and confidence, not because of you, bitch. In spite of you, not because of you.
Mm-hmm.
The producer tells Kim that Amber said Kim is her best friend. That clearly, I know you felt something. I did too. Fuck.
Shame.
Did you cry?
I was crying.
Shame.
Oh, God. I didn't cry. Of
I
course.
cried through a lot of this episode.
Oh, God. You're not
okay.
right.
I'm going to say something that might get me canceled.
Oh, God. I'm holding on.
Could Kim be on her way to a redemption here?
Stop. No redemption for this bitch. Stop.
Here's the thing. Do I think that Kim could right her wrongs with these younger girls and be on the path to redemption there? Yes. However, there's a key component to the path to redemption that Kim's missing. And that is accountability for the former children.
Yeah.
That's the piece. Like, just say it.
Mm-hmm.
Just come out and say it.
I didn't do great.
Just say I fucked up.
Right.
But she'll never say it. If
No.
she said that, Amanda, I might be, she's on her way to redemption.
No, but she'll never say that. Even if she said, I thought what I was doing was right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, something.
it didn't work.
Give us something.
But no. She's still a terrible mother.
It's frustrating because I just come at people like I want to see them redeemed. I hate when people are maligned and but she just won't do it. She won't take that necessary step. So I can't do it. Can't do it with her.
Garbage.
She's garbage.
Garbage. The kids talk about who's wearing the best outfit. They all vote on Mercy with her tied up.
Mercy looks great.
Mercy, she's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
She
got a little
has
style going.
She's got a little style going, but this child has legs that are like 900 feet long.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be a real tall one.
Mm-hmm.
She's at that awkward stage. And I remember when I was at this awkward stage where my legs had like shot up and the rest of me hadn't really caught up quite yet.
Yeah, never happened to me.
Yeah. It happened to me. But yeah,
my legs
you can
still haven't shot up.
No. We're getting there. Maybe someday. Okay. Now let's talk about Olivia, Ethan, and Moriah. Because this is where the important part is. First of all, I liked how we opened the episode with just somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Olivia's just driving with a picture on her rearview mirror. Did you notice this?
No.
It was like a little Polaroid. It was like, I have one, like one of these tiny little
Yeah.
Polaroids. Yeah.
Oh,
it was like on the rearview mirror.
Knowing her, it's probably like.
I think it's her and Lydia Grace. I think it's her, like.
But why on the mirror?
So she could see and like get the strength from her.
I think it's going to be something about looking back.
Maybe.
We have to ask her. We have to get this message to her. Mary Payne.
Help us. Help us. So she's driving with this photo, and she says she's driving from Los Angeles to Minnesota to hopefully wrap up the paperwork and get the last of her stuff because their rent or their lease is up.
Yep.
So they have to move. And she, last time she wanted to get the paperwork done, Ethan wasn't having it. And she's like, we're crossing all crossables. Because I do that too. Like cross my last two fingers and then cross all together. So it looked like I have a weird claw.
Yep.
Yeah, she's doing this too. Ethan's texting Olivia every few weeks with an I miss you. And she just doesn't even know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, this is weird and awkward. Yep. Olivia says Ethan can have most of the stuff. She just wants a couple things of hers. And she's just frustrated by this process. But then she sees him and sees how upset he is. And it's hard for her to stay frustrated at him because she does. Yeah. She cares about him.
Yeah. And she pities him. Like not in a bad way, but she's empathy for him is a better way to say it.
Exactly. And Olivia says she can make plans and schedules, but with the Plaths, things always change. So she can't predict.
Yep.
So now we're in Victoria. So it sounds to me like Lydia and Moriah came up to visit the grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Or everyone came up to visit the grandparents. And the two of them decided to stick around so that we could film this scene. Or so they could support Ethan.
Yeah.
And film this scene. And she said, okay, so Moriah wants to go out for drinks.
I know.
So they go to this bar.
Because she's 21 now.
She's 21 now. And they can drink legally in this country. Because remember, they did go to Jamaica.
Yes.
Because remember when Olivia took them to Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they met like They met like the voodoo guy and they were like,
because Olivia opened their world.
what a bitch, Amy.
I know, how horrible.
What a horrible, controlling bitch. Ethan doesn't really want to drink. He orders coffee. She thinks that's weird. I think Ethan is like, I'm not okay.
Drinking coffee? Because it looked like a beer stein that he had.
No, he ordered coffee.
I saw him order coffee.
Maybe they eventually gave him a beer.
Drinks his coffee black.
Maybe.
I bet you. Because it looked like maybe he could have had a Guinness in there, but
Mm.
it was probably black coffee. He probably drinks it black.
Yeah. We talk about Blackjack's attachment issues and problems, which I just think Blackjack is
the dog from the Disorderlies. Many people have come to me and said, I saw the Disorderlies. I know what you're talking about.
It is the dog from the Disorderlies, but I feel like this dog is a metaphor for Moriah.
Okay.
This dog is a mess. Moriah is a mess.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Ethan says to remind him not to let Moriah have kids. She can't handle the dog, don't have children. And they talk about, do they want to have kids? Ethan says he does, but the idea of meeting someone feels very overwhelming. Mariah's not dating right now. She said she doesn't have it in her to give her heart away to someone. She said in the beginning she's dealing with some breakup situation.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And we can't tell anyone what it's about.
No, because why would we want to do that? You're on a television show, bitch. You signed on for this, but whatever.
Veronica Peters, too.
Ethan says he doesn't know what the right answer is to meet people.
Oh my God, I just had a theory.
What's that?
Mariah had to move home from Florida suddenly because she had her heart broken. What if she was dating Veronica Peters?
Oh, and Moriah and Micah stole her away.
Yes.
Oh my God, this could be good. This could be really good. Yeah.
Veronica Peters, you double agent.
Maybe she's in witness protection. Again, come at me if you're in witness protection. So Ethan says he doesn't know what the answer. Says when he met Olivia, he knew.
Yeah.
But here they are today. He thought he knew. He was 18. He didn't know anything else. He saw this beautiful girl. He got to hold her hand and he felt a little tickle in his pants. And so that was how he knew. This isn't a deep emotional knowing.
No.
This person was put in front of you.
Fundamentally, at her core, he does not like who Olivia is.
No.
Period.
Well, he doesn't like who she's become.
Right.
He might have liked who she was when she was still in the cult.
Yeah, you're right.
But he doesn't like her now. And he says he thinks he might be ready to sign the papers now. He physically felt like he couldn't do it last time she was there.
Right.
He also says that as much at fault as Olivia is, he is. And they both changed and they just grew apart.
Yeah.
Moriah in a talking head talks about how she and Olivia used to be very close, but that fell apart last year. We revisit Moriah talking shit to Kim and Barry about the fucking credit card. And about Olivia and Moriah and Ethan talking about the Spotify things. Remember when Moriah went to California with that very cool Airbnb for the boys' weekend?
Yep.
And we talk about that. Moriah says she knows she messed up and hurt Olivia, and she wants to make it right where she can.
Okay, I want to say something here.
Okay.
Ethan needs to say, Olivia was telling the truth about the credit cards.
I know, he does.
And he won't say it. And the fact that Kim Plath sits there on television and lets her kids all huddle around her for something she knows is a lie
is awful.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words.
God, she's a garbage
parent. Do you want to TLDR the credit card situation for people who may not have seen the season?
Sure. So when Olivia and Ethan got married, Olivia then said, okay, we have to work on combining finances. He had a credit card and she said, give me the,
Well, this is Olivia's version.
And what she discovered was that Kim was using Ethan's credit card and not paying him back. So Ethan was paying off all of it. And it had something to do with the MLM they were in, which I think was Melaleuca.
Yeah.
Which I actually like the Melaleuca products. They smell really good, but that's a whole other situation. Okay. It's a problem with MLM. Some of the products I like. It's just the whole thing is terrible.
I know.
Anyway, long story short, when Olivia says to Ethan, your mom can't do this anymore. They changed the password on the account. Kim freaked out. And Olivia's like, yeah, you're not using his credit card anymore and not paying him back.
Right.
I actually think if Kim was just paying the bill, Olivia wouldn't have cared.
So last season, was it last season?
2 seasons
Yes,
ago,
2
I think.
seasons ago. No, it was last season because they all did the black screen of death, and then
Oh,
she
yes, yes,
was
yes.
in oh, no, it wasn't, you're right, because last season picked up when they were in Europe, running
Yes.
away from the black screen of death.
Correct. So it was the season
Yeah,
before. It was
so
right at the end of the season
the
before.
season before, at the end of the season, Olivia started talking about this on camera because she's trying to get across to the audience, this was the real rift between Kim and me.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
So the siblings decide, they all see this and they decide that they're going to all band together against Olivia and put up a post on social media saying that Olivia's lying and they're standing behind their mother.
Yep.
And they all coordinated it and Olivia was heartbroken and
Let it happen.
Ethan let it happen, but he also corroborated the story
He
to
did.
us on camera.
Let me see.
But he never told his siblings, yes, this is actually I'm wrong. He did tell Moriah.
He did tell Moriah,
He did say
and she
that
didn't
that
believe it.
happened and she didn't believe it.
Right.
So Moriah goes and she sits down with Kim and Barry and Micah's there too. And they're like, we can't believe Olivia's spreading these lies about you. And Kim is sitting there with the biggest shit-eating grin on her face,
Yep, I got away
knowing
with
that
it.
this was true, but
Yep.
she has pulled the children to her side to defend her over false charges.
It is no longer on Mariah's timeline.
Good.
I'm gonna also see if this is at Isaac Plath. Let's see if it's there because he put it up too.
Guys, they even had like Mercy did
Yes.
it. Not Mercy, Amber.
Yes. So Isaac did do it. Here's what it said. We as a family have decided not to be divided anymore. There's a lot more to the story than what you all have seen on the show. While we understand this is a TV show and we're not in control of how the show is edited, we actually are a family that is full of love and respect. That being said, we as a family are not going to sit back and watch our family be driven apart. For example, we wanted to clear up something that Olivia said during the last episode. What Olivia said about our mom using Ethan's credit card was not the full story. Mom and Ethan had a business agreement in which Ethan earned a good bit of money, and both parties were aware of any transactions that were made. Our mom should have had the opportunity to defend herself and tell her side of the story. Some of us kids have been rebels and are finding our place in life and are very thankful to be supported and unconditionally loved by our family, no matter what choices we make and who we become. That's not
Are you
true.
fucking kidding me right now?
No. Please remember that we are human and do make mistakes. Nobody is perfect, and we continue to learn and grow every day. Not one person is at fault. And it keeps, one more. We also have younger siblings that are at very vulnerable ages, and this is not fair or healthy for them. We've come to the realization that unless we speak up, this cycle will never end. We ask that you have compassion for us and understand that not everything you see as the show is actually real. Thank you for your continued support. Family first, with love, the Plath family.
Fuck off, Plath family.
Yep.
Also, guys, what really was interesting during this credit card scandal was Kim was given 100 opportunities on camera to say, this did not happen.
Or this
Here's
is what actually happened.
She
Yep.
never took them. She
Nope.
never took an opportunity to do it. Just like the DUI, she just swept it under the rug like it never happened, which made her look even more suspicious to all of us.
Exactly.
So that's the credit card scandal
that we're talking about.
you.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. God, I hate Kim so much.
I know.
So Moriah says she knows she messed up and hurt Olivia, and she wants to make it right where she can. She thinks she needs to apologize for what she knew she did wrong. And so Moriah has texted Olivia to see if she's available to talk. And mostly Moriah wants to make sure Ethan's okay with her going to talk. And Ethan's like, yeah, I mean, do what you got to do. And not only does he think, doesn't say do what you got to do, he thinks she should do it, thinks this will be good for them.
Yeah. He doesn't say, though, and I wanted him to say, this will be good for Olivia.
Because he doesn't care.
No.
He doesn't care.
He
does care. He's so broken about this.
He just can't. Yeah.
He can't. He says what Olivia does with it is up to her, but it should help Moriah to get some closure and be at peace. Ethan says that it is all between the two of them. He doesn't have a say, and he doesn't even want to have a say in it. This is your thing to fight. Moriah says Ethan's attitude gives her a lot of courage going into this.
Okay.
Okay. Moriah says, what is it? Mariah seems so vacant in her talking heads when she's in that yellow jacket with her hair pulled up really tight.
She looks like, again, what are these girls doing? She looks like something out of a Peter Gabriel video from the 80s.
She kind of
What
looks
are
like
they
the
doing
Robert
with
Palmer girls.
style? Yes. Oh, Robert Palmer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Who did I say?
I don't remember who you just said.
I literally
Peter
just said it.
Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel. I was
Yeah.
wrong.
No.
Robert Palmer. Thank
Robert Palmer, not Robert Plant, because Robert Plant is very busy being with Taher.
Nicole on 90 Day
yeah,
UK.
Exactly.
But like these girls, they just don't get fashion. What's
No.
and I mean, if I'm pointing it out, it's real bad.
It's real bad. But she just really looks vacant. Like
Yeah,
she
she
doesn't
does.
look good.
No.
And
Her life not improved since Olivia left it.
Nope. Ethan says finalizing the divorce is eating him up inside, but he knows he needs to do it. So Olivia's still driving. Olivia's driving a long way.
This was me going to Pittsburgh.
Just goes.
Endless driving. Endless driving.
And I said, why is she wearing a hat and her coat in the car? Like, okay, if you're on a long distance road trip, do you wear a coat while you're driving? No, I hate wearing a coat while I'm driving.
Yes, me too.
If it's more than like 10 minutes, my coat comes off.
Yes, me too.
I can't handle it. So Olivia was shocked to hear from Mariah. She hadn't spoken to her in 18 months. They went no contact, and that was Mariah's choice. Olivia at first was a hard no because she was just kind of tired of being the Plath's family scapegoat.
She is so hurt by their betrayal. She's so hurt by it.
I would be too.
It hurts probably even more than Ethan.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I think it does too. But Olivia's thinking that perhaps Mariah has grown up a little bit and is looking for some closure. So they're going to meet up at Ethan and Mariah's grandparents' house. And that's where Mariah's staying. And Olivia's very comfortable there because Olivia really got along very well with Barry's parents, Ethan's grandparents.
Yeah, because they seem normal.
They seem normal, but they made Barry. They made the Mr. Chick Killer.
They raised the Mr. Chick Killer. I don't know what happened there. Something went wrong.
Oh, I was watching More Evil Lives Here yesterday.
Oh.
And it was the Dirty John story.
Oh.
I love Dirty John.
Okay.
Such a good story. Okay. Mariah says she's glad Olivia agreed to meet with her. The text said that she had things to apologize for, but Olivia says she doesn't really trust this intention. She has no idea what she's walking into, and you can tell she's really nervous. And she says, if this turns into, just attacking me, I'm going to just get up and leave.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Mariah says she was angry for a long time, but her heart isn't there anymore. And Olivia doesn't trust her and doesn't think she's the Wicked Witch of the West or anything. She's like, I don't have trust there anymore. That's been broken, but I don't think she's terrible. I just can't trust her.
Olivia loves these people so deeply. I'm talking specifically about Mariah.
I am too.
That if Moriah needed her today, Olivia would be there.
I think she would too.
Like when Olivia,
I think she'd be very boundaried about it, but I think she would.
Like when Olivia loves somebody, she loves them hard, I feel like. I feel like she's that kind of person.
Me too.
And you can't shake it out of her.
I agree. So now we have what I'm going to call the meeting at the Plath OK Corral. We're in some random farm.
I sobbed the entire time.
I know you did.
This hits.
I almost did.
This hits home for me.
I know. Well, I know. Do you want to talk now?
Yeah,
or do you
let
want
me just talk about it.
Go for it.
So my ex-husband, as I've said many times, oldest of 7. When I met him, he was 18. So his younger sisters were 2, 4, and 6. And I practically raised them. I loved them so much. And then he had other sisters. He had 5 sisters. So the other 2 were like 12 and 14.
Okay.
I wasn't as close with them, but I was still very close with them. But the little girls, like the Platts do to their little girls, we always called them the little girls. They were like I feel like I helped raise them.
I know.
And I introduced them to so much. I took them to their first movie, their first concert. I took them to see the ocean for the first time. I took them to their first amusement park. I just did all these things with them that their parents didn't do with them for whatever reason.
Yep.
And I loved them so deeply. And when they turned on me, when he cheated on me and left me, and then they turned on me, it was like, it was, to this day, I still talk about it in therapy. It was one of the most heartbreaking things that has ever happened to me. But you know what, Amanda? If one of them needed me, I would help them.
I know you would. I don't doubt that at all.
Absolutely would. Because I
Not
loved
him. Not him, but those little girls.
Because I loved them like they were sisters to me.
Mhm.
I see that in Olivia.
I do too.
With Moriah. The fact that she's able to be the bigger person here is out of love for Moriah.
Yeah.
She just wants Moriah to do good in the world. And and I've had this moment where these girls have come back around to me and have said to me, one of his older sisters in particular, like, thank you for what you did for us, and our family. And I was like, I would do it all over again. Like, that's how much I loved these people.
Sure.
And that betrayal is just because you think you're doing the right thing. You think you're doing good. And Olivia thought she was doing good by opening these experiences up for these people. And then to have it held against her.
Yeah.
Oof. So anyway, that's where my bias comes from. And that's why I can't be objective here.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I can't be objective here either because I see all of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, Moriah, thanks for coming out.
By the way, thank you for letting me go on that tirade.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. This is your show. You can pretty much do whatever you want.
This is our show.
Our show. Our show. My show. Our show. So Moriah thanks her for coming out, and she really just wanted to apologize for how she handled everything and treated her last year. Instead of owning what she did, though, she was constantly trying to justify what she was doing.
Yeah.
And Moriah was doing what a lot of younger people do. She was just keeping a tally of all of the ways that Olivia wronged her.
Yes.
She was just keeping this running
Do you
list.
agree with me that this is misdirected anger
Yes.
that she really feels deep-seated for Kim?
Yes. She feels deeply rejected by her mother.
In some fucking world, Olivia has become Mariah's safe space. And when she felt that Olivia did not turn her back on her, but when she perceived it by attacking Kim, which was real weird.
Yeah.
To Moriah internalized that as, you are also leaving me.
Yeah. Well, Moriah says it in just a little bit where basically she was like, how could you have loved me so much and hated my family so much?
Yeah.
Because you can.
Yeah, absolutely
These
can.
things are all possible. But Moriah doesn't understand nuance.
Right.
She doesn't understand any of that.
No.
So Olivia says that this is a valuable lesson, this whole experience for both of them. And she doesn't quite know what to do with this apology because it just wasn't specific. It wasn't, I'm sorry for the black screen of death Instagram post. I'm sorry for calling you this, that, or the other thing. I'm sorry for complaining about you on national television over and over again. And you can tell that's something that really is still living rent free in Olivia's head.
And the accusation
that she did this so publicly.
And the accusation about the stealing of the music.
Yep.
Yeah. Because again, Moriah wouldn't even know what how to log into a computer. Olivia got her all of that, her Spotify account, everything.
Yeah. I've set up everything for her. Olivia said she hoped that she would apologize for calling her a liar and for telling that she stole her music.
Yep.
Olivia doesn't think the apology is for Olivia, but rather what she needed to come to terms with in herself.
Yeah.
For Moriah. Olivia just has so much grace for her.
I'm going to tell you something. Olivia is going to make an incredible mother.
Yes, she is.
She will make an incredible, and I'm only saying that because I know she wants kids. I'm not putting that on her.
Yeah.
She has said she wants children. She will make an incredible mother because she is selfless in this scene with Moriah.
She really is.
She's boundaried and she stands up for herself.
Right.
But you can see
she
the
gave
selflessness.
A great gift.
Yes.
She gave a gift to Moriah.
Yes, she did.
And
she didn't have to.
No. And it was from a loving place.
Yes. And that gift has never been given to her.
Nope. And
from any of these fucking Plaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia says that hearing the things that Micah and Moriah were saying publicly about her told her that this was over and that there was no trust. And her way of closure was just walking away.
The heartbreak included in that. Like, again, it put me back in that post-divorce place. And I'm just like, God, that fucking hurt.
And God, I just need to talk again about how fucking beautiful Olivia is.
She's stunning. She's stunning.
Oh my God. Oh, I just need her to come and
Maybe
help me
that's
be
why
better.
Ethan keeps texting her.
Maybe
He's, like,
she's
seeing
really fucking
pictures,
hot.
he's like, oh my God.
Can
we-
my wife is a smoke show.
Can we roll around the back of my old car again? This Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash you can do with Ethan, not with Ken.
Well, somebody pointed out, was it you? It might have been you or one of the podcasts I listened to that his song had a Johnny Cash vibe.
Oh, that was me.
It you? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But without the grit.
And you're right. You're right.
Yeah. He's got a Johnny Cash way of singing.
I've come around to that theory.
But as Jake said, even that made Johnny Cash sad. His songs, like Johnny Cash's most songs were very sad.
Yes, yeah.
Moriah says that all of that fight should have been handled privately. And she never wants to do anything publicly like that again. Olivia says she's curious because the text seemed very genuine. But she's releasing a song this week that she's releasing a song this week that she wrote about her, and it feels like the song is a burn book against Olivia. So she doesn't trust her. So now we have the fucking circus song. Okay, Amy's here. I wasn't expecting
it's
a
not
musical
a
interlude
circus
this
song, but
morning.
I'm going to sing Mariah's version now.
Okay, go ahead.
I have my little capo on because I was working on something. Okay.
Your workshop is over here.
I met a girl, her name was Olivia. I'm now in a circus and shit is burning down around me. And she's a bitch and she broke my brother's heart. And I fucking hate her. I'm in a circus and I'm wearing leather. And a dog named Blackjack. There we
Very
go.
good.
There
That was
we go.
excellent. I appreciated that.
Totally
I really
off
think
key in every way.
I think you might have a career here.
Totally off key in every way.
Yeah.
But that's what you expect from Amy Ark.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think you have a career here.
When I sing Children Run. That's Mariah's version. See, Olivia's still a bitch in her version.
Oh, of course.
But Mariah's at the circus now.
Right. And it's burning down and she's wearing leather with her menace of a dog Blackjack. It's all clear. So when Olivia says this, Moriah looks super hurt by the question.
Yeah.
And in Talking Head, she says she was sure that Olivia would ask about the song and she almost decided not to release it. But it's part of her story and she needs to be authentic, Amy.
Well, and she's like, I have a confession to make.
Oh, God. How many times did you listen to the song?
I have a confession to make.
Okay. Oh, God.
I forget where this happened. It might have been on, you know how when you're on TikTok, like they use songs over the videos. I heard this song and I'm like, oh God, is this people are going to come for me on this. And I'm just, okay.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, is this Moriah Plath? When I heard the singing. Okay. It was an old Taylor Swift song.
Oh, no.
I love Tay Tay. Okay. Please. Torture Poets Department. I can't go on enough about it. It's amazing. But for a split second, I was like, what? And then I realized what I did, wanted to jump out a window or write a song like Ethan had written.
Okay, good.
And
you appropriately punished yourself.
The self-loathing was...
Okay, good. Just as long as you appropriately punished yourself.
But okay. I will say that Mariah's music sucks.
It's real bad.
But Circus, I don't think it's terrible.
I actually don't hate the song. I just don't like her singing.
Thank you.
I don't hate the song. It's her singing that drives me crazy. Though I have to say, of all of her songs, I think this one is the best of her singing.
I agree.
It's not good.
It's not Taylor Swift. It is not Taylor Swift.
No, definitely not Taylor Swift.
Where I was going with that is, you put all over TV last season,
right?
That this song was about Olivia, and that this was your burn book about Olivia.
So. And now you're going to try to walk that back somehow. And here's how she's going to try to walk it back. She said that what she's learned through all of this is that song started from a place of anger with what happened with her family, but it really went into every aspect of her life. And she wants to share that with the world. Okay. Moriah, we don't need it.
I'm going to say something.
We don't need your poetic thoughts. Go ahead.
I'm going to say something. I wrote a book about my divorce.
Yes, I read it. It was very good.
The first draft of it was real angry and real different than what you read.
I'm sure.
The second draft, little less. Third draft, little less. Fourth draft, little less. Moriah has a point. Things, artistic endeavors start off a certain way. They're born out of anger or hurt or pain. and then they shift. She's never revised the song though. That's the
No.
problem.
Yeah.
I understand your thinking has evolved and revised around it, but you need to change it then.
Right. You literally said this song is about Olivia who fucked you over.
Right, like lighten up some of those lyrics. Temper
Right.
those lyrics a little bit, girl. Do I need to revise it here on my guitar? No, I won't. I
No.
won't.
Mm-mm.
You have to hold me to one song per episode.
Okay, on one song. Okay, that's our new rule.
Yes.
Okay,
Because
I'll
I'll
keep that
play it
going.
all goddamn day.
I miss your Rick and Samantha song. It was real good.
God, they all sound the same, Amanda.
Just gonna say, I mean, it sounds remarkably like your Ethan song last week and your Moriah song this week, but
Yeah,
it had its own. It had its own je ne sais quoi. Yeah,
I agree.
Olivia asks if what she is seeing is how she felt a year ago, and Moriah said it isn't true anymore. Olivia says she only knows what she's told the world. Like, Olivia only knows what Moriah has said on the show and all the world.
Yeah.
And that the song was about her and about how much she hurt her.
I bet you think this song is about you. Don't
baby.
you? Don't you?
I love Carly Simon.
Me too.
Moriah apologizes for not expressing her sorrow earlier. Olivia says it is weird to be with someone she used to love so much. Moriah was really the closest person to Olivia.
Yeah.
But because of what happened and how the friendship ended, it showed a different side of her and her character. So it's not that just Moriah behaved badly. It's that what Olivia feels this revealed about who Moriah is at her core.
And I'm glad Olivia, because Olivia and I were probably around the same age when we were going through all this shit.
Probably.
I'm glad Olivia's getting therapy and working through this. I did not, and I should have. But what it did is created a situation where like I refused to get close to anybody. You know what I mean? And that's not the right approach.
No.
Olivia's doing the right thing, going through therapy, overcoming this betrayal, this deep hurt, and
confronting it, but in a loving way.
Yep.
I mean, this conversation could not have gone better for Moriah.
I know.
If she tried.
And
Moriah doesn't realize that.
You nailed it. Olivia gave her a gift.
She gave her a really beautiful gift.
She did.
And she said Moriah is like a stranger to her now, and she can't go back.
Yeah.
Olivia doesn't know what to do with all of that now. Olivia, Moriah's apology, and it's swirling in her head. And she says I'm not keeping score about this. This just, what happened is what happened. She thinks that what Moriah did was really shitty and it hurt. She said, but I was 20 once too. And I'm like, 5 years ago, girl.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that long ago.
And this is where the gift, what she's doing is setting up a permission structure for Moriah to forgive herself.
Yes.
That is the gift.
That is the gift. And she said she made some really terrible decisions when she was 20 as well, like marrying Ethan. Yeah. Actually, I don't think she thinks that was a terrible decision.
No, I don't either.
I think she probably, if anything, thinks that dragging it out as long as it drug out was the poor decision.
Yeah.
And she knows the decision she made, and she felt like no one gave her grace when she made mistakes, and she wants to give that to Moriah, which is just beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Moriah thanks her.
And Moriah, having it framed that way, can now forgive herself. Yeah.
Olivia says when she was even younger than Moriah, she married Ethan. She was trying to figure herself out. She said she drew some very strong boundaries, but it also felt like there wasn't room to mess up. And she feels like she can give Moriah that space to have made mistakes and be able to come back from it. Olivia also says, and Moriah doesn't have to believe this, but she really did love her brother. And she just starts to cry very quietly, just the tears. And Moriah says she knows. You're going to cry again?
I'm like getting teary over
I know.
here.
I see it. Oh, God.
It was so beautiful.
It was really
beautiful. It was
beautiful.
so beautiful. And it was so, my heart just went out to Olivia in this moment, because anybody who watches this scene and still thinks Olivia is the bad guy,
I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I don't know how you get there with
I
this.
don't either.
This was a selfless thing that Mama Plath could never do to Moriah. For Moriah.
No.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm okay.
Okay. You're back now. Okay.
I'm good.
And but Moriah says she knows that she loved Ethan. She doesn't doubt that. And she learned that sometimes love just ain't enough. As we said, Thank you, Don Henley.
I was just going to break into it, but people have heard enough of my singing, so I'll spare you.
But it doesn't mean the love never existed.
Right.
Olivia also says, regardless of how things ended, that Moriah used to be a little sister to her, and she really loved her too.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she doesn't have to believe it, but she felt she had to say that. And Moriah says, I loved you too. And they're both talking in the past, except at the end. Moriah says it's confusing. She knows that Olivia loved Ethan and her, but she didn't like her family, and she only seemed to like Moriah when she was distant from the family.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting view of it. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, like it's like you can love 7 of 9 when they're not in the Borg.
Right.
Did I do that right?
I know that's some real deep Star Trek shit.
Yeah, like Moriah, like we're not gonna love the Borg. We don't love the cult. And that's okay. This is it's so moving. It's just so moving.
It is. It is. Olivia says that she sincerely wishes the best for her, and I believe that.
And you could tell Olivia wants to say to her so badly, Amanda, you need to stay away from your family.
Yeah.
Like if I have done nothing, if all of this was for naught, if you just go back to the cult.
Don't go back. Don't
do you know what I mean?
Girl.
Sucks.
Olivia doesn't know why she had to say that she really loved Ethan, and maybe it was more for her.
Yeah.
And she said she doesn't love him now or her, but when she was in it, she was in it.
I believe that. Do you believe that?
I do.
Yeah.
I believe she loved those two. And Micah. Hard. She mama bared Micah and Moriah like no one's business. She loved Ethan. She really wanted to make that life work.
Yeah.
And couldn't. Olivia says that maybe she didn't have all the closure she thought she'd had already because this is opening something for her, which is how these things work. You think you're done, and then you have the conversation. You're like, ooh, not as healed as I thought I was. Which is the space I'm still in from 2 months ago when we watched Your Fat Friend, and I'm still unraveling everything that opened up. But that's good.
Yeah.
It's actually been incredibly fruitful in my therapy as of late. Olivia quotes Mariah's song about her, and they laugh, and Mariah's surprised she listened to the song. And Olivia's like, yeah, I had to, because basically it's about me and you talking trash about me. So I wasn't not going to do that.
This is like my ex-husband's new wife claiming she didn't read my book.
Sure,
Amanda.
Jan. Yeah, sure, Jan. But you own one of her paintings.
I do, and it's beautiful. Yeah.
I know.
She and I have this weird bond.
I know you do. Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
It's very similar to like not the situation, but the feelings are very similar to Olivia and Moriah in that, like, I just want the best for her. She was shit on by this person too.
Right.
And I hope, you know what I mean?
Hope her and her kid are good.
Yeah, I really do. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how you've given her a lot of grace and forgiveness, and you can understand you all were just young and stupid.
Yeah. And luckily it was 10 years before she reached out and we had this opportunity. If it had been 5 years earlier, I don't know. But
you grew up and you were happy in your own life.
Yeah.
So that makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Yep. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, my ex-husband, the woman that he left me for and ended up getting divorced from her again, is a phenomenal painter, and I bought one of her paintings last year.
I just love it so much. Moriah, you can tell, is really touched that Olivia even listened to the song.
Yeah.
And
because she wants Olivia's approval still.
She does. She absolutely wants Olivia's approval.
Yeah.
And they joke, they're like, let's go climb the gray bins together again for old times. And
the grain bins.
Yeah, those big grain bins.
Yeah, because my closed captioning was saying grave bins, and I was like, oh, this got interesting. I'm leaning in.
Is this like a Dwight Schrute situation where we have to stand in our grave while we do something?
Yes.
I love Dwight Schrute. But it's cute because they're standing up before they go climb up these things, and they joke about how they feel like they were when they were little kids and they were being forced to apologize, and you have to fake hug your sibling. And Mariah's like, I used to pinch a shoulder when I had to do that.
Yes.
It was very cute.
It was cute. It was good to see them together and happy.
Yeah. And to be able to joke.
Yeah.
And they hug. It's not a deep hug, but they hug. And Olivia says, I wish you the best, chickadee. And they both say,
I always say chickadee. It's weird.
It's just sweet. I wish you the best, chickadee. And they both say I love you as they say goodbye. And we see them on top of these grave/gray bins. And this beautiful just vista of all of this farmland. I mean, it was a beautifully poetic shot.
You know, you could die falling into a grain bin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a whole thing. There's a whole science to how to get out of it.
Yeah, because you can suffocate on all the grain and stuff.
Freaks me out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay away from farms.
Farms are dangerous. Farms can be real dangerous places.
Just staying away from them.
It's not good. And that's where we end.
It was a beautiful episode.
It was.
I was able to work out a lot of my trauma in this episode.
Good. Next time on, Moriah wants some help choreographing a dance for her video, and Kim's going to help her.
Nope.
Kim's like, I want it to be burlesque-esque, and I'm like, no,
Amanda, we're going to need your burlesque expertise.
I will come in.
Okay.
I'll come in hard.
Good.
Micah asks Barry about dating, and I want to die.
No. Google Riz. What's Riz? Oh, fuck off. Go. Never mind.
There's a lot of joking between the two men in my house about who has Riz and who doesn't have Riz.
I just was thinking to tell Barry to go kill a college student. I was like, oh my God, no.
He has to go running, get out the energy because he wants to kill, but he can't.
I know. We need to stop him. I don't want him killing college co-eds. My girls allegedly. We need to stop.
Allegedly.
You stay away from Pittsburgh, you son of a bitch.
That's right. Stay away just from all of Pennsylvania.
Oh, God.
Ethan doesn't want to sign the paperwork, but doesn't see the point in dragging it out any further. And this may be the last time he sees Olivia, and that's the hardest part. Okay.
So who has more Riz? Todd or his son?
In my opinion, his father.
Are we in a weird area here?
His opinion, he does. We have a difference of opinion.
Okay. Yeah. What is Riz? Is it just
charisma? It's coming off charisma. It's something that draws people in.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was like drip. Drip is jewelry.
Okay.
All right.
Riz is like that je ne sais quoi that can pull people in.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Never been accused of having Riz.
I don't think I have
Riz.
Safe
from having Riz today.
I don't feel like I have Riz either. It's not good.
We're Rizless.
Yeah.
Unlike Rizzo from Greece, who had a lot of Riz.
Jesus fucking Christ, Amy.
It's my Roman Empire.
Can't get through one goddamn episode with you without mentioning fucking Greece. Oh my God. Okay, fine.
All right, guys. This has been your Plathville episode.
You're welcome. I don't know.
Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you hope you're team Olivia with us, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're not, I don't know what to say to you.
If you're not, what show are you watching?
Yeah. I don't get it. And I've appreciated many of the trash bags who fell under Ace's spell of how he felt about Olivia.
Oh, he didn't like Olivia.
He didn't like Olivia. Okay. So a lot of the trash bags also, I feel like he influenced them. And I feel like now he and Caitlin are starting to see that Olivia may not be the troll. So the trash bags are coming out of their haze.
Yeah.
They're coming to see the light. And I appreciate this.
Yeah.
I see a turning of the tide.
Seeing the way that Olivia loves Moriah is so different than the way that Mama Plath loves Moriah. Yeah. With Olivia, there's a selflessness. There is I genuinely want you to do well and be happy and be good. And Kim is like, I only love you because you're coming back to the cult with your tail between your legs.
Right.
Right. That's the difference.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Amanda, thank you so much for taking notes and putting up with my nonsense for an hour.
My pleasure. Thank you for putting up with my nonsense for an hour.
You guys notice when Amanda takes the notes, I'm like an uncontrollable school child over here, just like going off.
It's because you don't have a script to work by.
Right.
And I'm the same one. It's the opposite because you don't have a script to work off.
Right. And I'm just off the rails. You have to kind of just deal with me and keep the show going.
That's why we're here. That's why people are paying the big bucks to watch you go off the rails.
The big bucks. Yes.
The big bucks. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Amanda and I are going to be, I just want to say, Amanda and I are going to be in DC. We're going to Podcast Movement. We're going to be together. Okay. In 2 weeks. We're very excited. So your Gypsy Rose Prison Confessions, which will be on the $5 Murder Club tier of Patreon, will begin that week because we're going to record the first one, I hope, together.
Yes, I think we should.
If I could get the recording stuff to work right.
I'm sure you can get it to work right. We can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. And if you want to support the show, just leave a 5-star review and maybe share it. Maybe slip into one of your friends' conversations and be like, hey, you're watching Plathville? I think you'd like this show.
Or share any of our memes. Amy's contracted some beautifully awesome memes.
Okay, you can so clearly tell. You
reels.
Can so clearly tell the reels that Kristen, our BDF, is making
Yeah.
versus the ones I'm pumping out. The ones I'm pumping out are the ones that look real janky, like I got them at the dollar store.
And Kristen's are fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.